tall, lanky manager is sharing in the jewelry ensemble that Iceman does. There's Bill Dundee. Iceman with his walking stick there, that pretty good sized cane that he has been known to use from time to time. And he's agitating right now, desiring to use that on Bill Dundee. And Reggie B. Fine giving orders up there, too. He's got a great big golden dollar sign hanging around a golden chain. And the bell sounds and we're underway as Reggie B. Fine gets out of the ring.
Hey, you know what we gonna do, baby? We gonna beat that boy so bad, he gonna wish he was back in Australia riding a kangaroo.
Reggie B. Fine providing a little expert analysis. And it's the referee's stance, and Iceman King Parsons gets backed into the corner. Iceman right here in front of me wanting to buy a little time and has a grimace on his face with the first points scored by Bill Dundee. Dundee, an experienced wrestler who will be very honest with you. He says, hey, I'm not the big guy, but I'll give you every bit as much energy and excitement and fortitude as any of the big men. And we see that on a regular basis. But he lacks in size, he makes up in height. And he would challenge a buzzsaw. Not afraid of anyone or anything. As Iceman gives us that famous Iceman form here. Iceman goes to the face. King from the ropes. King will grab the rope and go straight down and outside the ring, out onto the floor, almost taking Skip Collins, our floor camera's headset, with him.
Hey, you better stop calling me buckwheat, you low budget.
Reggie B. Fine grabbed the house mic and told the fans to stop calling him buckwheat. But right now he's got to focus his attention on Iceman King Parsons, and the fans are really chanting buckwheat now. Bill Dundee enjoying all of that. And there's Reggie B. Fine with a look of disdain. The referee stance and the excitement in the ring continues. Bill Dundee takes the arm over the head. Iceman goes to the rope. Bill Dundee says, I don't like this time-wasting routine that you're in, Parsons. There's a great shot of the head, the paint, and the hair.
But you better tell him.
Iceman King Parsons at one time held the then world-class heavyweight championship in a very unusual bout where he had gotten another wrestler to come down and be his manager, and that individual gave a signal to somebody in the building and the lights went out. And when we came back with the lights on again, the then champion Kerry Von Erich was out cold in the ring. Iceman had a huge protrusion in his breeches from what appeared to be a foreign object, and he walked out with a belt. And now Bill Dundee is chasing Reggie B. Fine around, but gets headed off by the Iceman. And there's a problem out on the floor now between Dundee and the Iceman. We need to jump in and take a quick break. We'll stay here just a minute to make sure this doesn't get too bad. Makes me wonder.
Hey, you better tell him to keep his hand off me.
Slam on the floor, and we'll talk more about how and why this came about in a minute. Sportatorium. Dundee throws the Iceman over to stop an Iceman pile driver. And I was just going to tell you before the commercial break that I thought that the Reggie B. DQ a minute ago may have been a setup. I still think it was, but Dundee is all over the Iceman now and throws it back in the ring. Iceman wanting timeout. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, it's Reggie B. Fine with a flagrant violation of the rules, calling for a DQ here as he has come in the ring and jabbed his cane into Bill Dundee. Iceman got in trouble in this bout, and here came Reggie B. Fine, and this huge crowd is aghast at what they're seeing. Wait a minute. Reggie B. Fine out of control in the ring. Dundee trying to fight back. Here comes Terrence Garvin. Terrence Garvin has got a strap. Iceman holding superstar Dundee while Terrence Garvin cackles and laughs and whips Bill Dundee. This must be in retaliation for that strapping in the lumberjack bout that Garvin got just the other day. Garvin out of control, strapping Bill Dundee, and here comes Dustin Rhodes, Jeff Jarrett, and Jimmy Jack Funk. And Iceman, Reggie B, and Terrence Garvin are quick to leave. Obviously, Terrence still upset and humiliated after that lumberjack strapping the other day, has come back to try to get some revenge. And there goes Iceman and Reggie B, and look at the redness on the back of Bill Dundee. Wow. A real mess for Bill Dundee here as he got strapped by a very thick piece of leather. And it was a bad situation as Terrence Garvin, pouting after his strapping the other day, came back in order to get some revenge. And we'll have to see what Terrence has got up his sleeve now in the future if he's going to behave this way. After all, it was bad enough with Reggie B. Fine losing control of himself and jumping into the ring with the cane. This lovely and inspiring couple moving down the aisle now, of course, is Hollywood John Tatum with his very own squeezable swing set, Miss Tessa. There you notice the swing set. Hollywood John very proud of his swing set, Tessa. But she's kind of more or less on the line here, because if Kevin Von Erich wins this bout that he's about to have with Hollywood John, Kevin gets the girl. Look at that lipstick that Tatum has smeared. Isn't that something? Tatum has been known to have beautiful women around him in the sport of pro wrestling before. And now here comes Kevin Von Erich. We'll watch and listen as he makes his entrance. Now on his way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, it's high-flying Kevin Von Erich. And you can hear the fans respond to the announcement of Kevin Von Erich, and Hollywood John is already assuring Miss Tessa that nothing is going to go wrong here. Tatum running back and forth across the ring, still in his feathered ring jacket. Here comes Kevin now. High-flying Kevin Von Erich, sometimes called the Golden Warrior. And the barefoot Von Erich arrives in his yellow trunks. And Hollywood John tries to steal the attention back to his side of the ring. Let me explain to this crowd what the special stipulation is over the house intercom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember in this bout, if Kevin Von Erich defeats Hollywood John Tatum, he gets to take Tessa away with him. And Hollywood John assures the lovely and vivacious that nothing will go wrong here. Hollywood John now has told Bronco Lubitz that he wants to hold on a minute, and he's going out. Tessa has her lip out and seems to be very concerned about something. And here comes Hollywood John Tatum over here.
This chair's terrible. Give me a chair.
And Hollywood John Tatum doesn't want the broken chair. He wants a nice chair, as if though there are any, for Miss Tessa. chanting for Kevin Von Erich while we wait on Hollywood John Tatum to get his swing set, a place to put the swing set. And Hollywood John now is ready to step in the ring and do battle with Kevin Von Erich. About he must win if he keeps his own swing set in his own backyard. Bronco Lubitsch says, I don't want to look at your hands. Ring the bell. Here we go, and the bout is underway. Hollywood John in the pink with the purple flowers. And Kevin Von Erich wastes no time getting down to business. Next week, it's a big surprise that I've been talking about for a couple of weeks, as we will see. Dustin Rhodes. We'll see the return of flamboyant Erich Embry in a big six-man bout. Kerry Von Erich in a big bout against Billy Joe Travis. All of that next week here on USWA Wrestling. It'll be good to see flamboyant Erich Embry back with us. Arms outstretched between these two as the fans make noise for Kevin Von Erich. In just a minute, we're going to take a quick break, but stay with us. We'll be back for more of this bout when we do, as both men are back to their feet. Kevin gets in the air, drop kicks him down. And Hollywood John goes straight down, and he's heading for the floor. We're going to take a quick break and be back for more in just a moment. There's the lovely and vivacious Miss Tessa, whose hide is on the line here in this bout. If Hollywood John Tatum doesn't win, he supposedly is going to give her away to Kevin. The last time Kevin Von Erich met Hollywood John Tatum, it was flagrant interference in the bout by Miss Tessa. Let's hope that does not occur again. Here's Kevin Von Erich back and forth, ducking up the clotheslines, coming back with a big splash. It could be, but only one. Tatum is so confident, or at least he was earlier. That's not exactly the look of confidence on his face now, but earlier he was confident, which makes me wonder if he doesn't have something up his sleeve. There's a big elbow. Flying snap mare. And Kevin Von Erich locks up Hollywood John Tatum from behind. And in the background, you see the anxious look on Tessa's face. World heavyweight title excitement coming up. Jerry the King Lawler against Jeff Jarrett, and the fans are excited about Jarrett's opportunity to gain the world belt. Reversal by Tatum. Kevin Von Erich is picked up by the hips and dropped throat first into the top rope. And boy, that really caught us all by surprise. And maybe this is the momentum that Hollywood John Tatum has been counting on. Flying mare, and down goes Kevin Von Erich. Reversal. Leg scissors by Kevin Von Erich. And this famous Kevin move that he learned years ago in the Orient is in place now, and you don't think Tessa is anxious where she watches. 1, 2, 3! And Kevin Von Erich has won the bout. Von Erich, and you know what that means. And Kevin Von Erich has won over Hollywood John Tatum using the leg scissors. And this crowd is most pleased with what has just occurred. Kevin Von Erich a winner, and I think now he is realizing that he has won not only the bout, but also Hollywood John Tatum is supposed to give away her. Here comes Kevin back to claim his prize. So we'll keep the cameras here for just a moment.
Hey, Tatum. No, Tatum, that was before 2 minutes was up. I beat you fair and square. Now, something almost slipped my mind, friend. You shut your big mouth off, told all these people that you could beat me in 3 minutes. You didn't do it. Now I'm going to take the girl. How do you like that?
Now Tatum and Tessa both very upset, and Kevin Von Erich. Hey, wait a minute. Hollywood John leaps out on Kevin Von Erich just before he gets to Tessa. And they're at it out on the floor. Kevin and Tatum fighting out in the area around the ring. Tatum driven into the apron. Now they're heading toward the fire exit. Up the short aisle there. Kevin with a drive, and Tatum goes out of the parking lot. There's downtown Dallas out there, and Kevin then turns and slams the door shut. You can't get in from the outside. And Kevin now can come and claim his prize. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's the old caveman routine. I love it, and so do the fans. We'll be back in a minute for world title excitement.
Give me the police. I want to follow in court. Kevin Von Erich stole my girl. Tell me what's wrong with you. What did he do? Tell me what's wrong with you. Tell me. What?
All right, here it comes, the world heavyweight champion, Jerry the King Lawler, dressed in his black and white with the crowns down the side of his breeches and the beautiful world belt around his waist, ready for this world heavyweight title bout with Jeff Jarrett. With Jerry Lawler already in the ring, it's time for Jeff Jarrett, the challenger for this important world heavyweight title bout, to arrive. And he is hugged and cheered for. A great chance for Jeff Jarrett. You know, since now the noise you're hearing is Jerry Lawler over the house microphone, I'm going to go ahead and talk over this. Anyway, since coming to the USWA, Jeff Jarrett has had an incredible one-loss record. Has come in here and just dazzled and impressed USWA fans in San Antonio, Dallas, Lawton, Oklahoma, Memphis, Tennessee, Evansville, Indianapolis, all of the great towns of the USWA, New Orleans in the area. And wait a minute! It's Jeff Gaylor. Where did he come from? I didn't see him coming down the aisle. I just looked up from the monitor, and it's Jeff Gaylor, and it's a pile driver on Jeff Jarrett on the floor. Skandor Akbar saying something. I can't quite make out what he's saying. Did he say to Lawler that I want a shot at you now, or did he say I just did the job for you? I'm stunned. I didn't even see Gaylord coming. Here comes help for Jeff Jarrett. He got beat up quickly, and then a pile driver on the floor. I couldn't make out what Gaylord said to Lawler. Did he say, I just did the job, or now I want some of you?
The ring if you can. He's all right.
Either way, okay. Jarrett in terrible shape. Lawler running his mouth saying he's...
Get him up here.
Okay, but he's obviously not.
Ring the bell, Mark. Let's get this thing going.
And Lawler making a bad situation worse with his mouth.
On,
folks,
boy.
I apologize. I should have seen Gaylord coming, but I didn't see him come down any of the aisles or anything.
Hey, come on, referee.
And Jeff
come out there and
Jarrett in terrible condition.
How could that hurt him?
Bill Dundee here. Jimmy Jack Buck was here but left. And now John Brazil, one of the officials, coming down. Bronco Lubitsch, the referee. They've got a stretcher. And evidently Jeff Jarrett has taken a pretty bad blow to the head. I don't know what we're going to do here. Let's take a quick break and find out, and then we'll be right back. Stand by. We'll be back.
Hey, Dundee. I know you're not very strong, but see if you can just push him up here. He don't weigh that much. On the ring, we'll get this match started.
Jarrett now being placed on the stretcher.
Come on, we want a match.
By Bill Dundee, Dustin Rhodes and company. And it evidently is a very bad situation for Jeff, as
that's all I've heard.
He's going to have to be carted out on the stretcher, and he is holding on to his head. And through all of this, Jerry Lawler continues to bellow over the microphone, making a mockery of it all. As Jarrett is carried out, I don't know, it's Bill Dundee. I still don't know if we're going to have a bout. I saw Dundee talking to John Brazil from the office.
Sweating, you ain't, and you're going home without that belt.
And Dundee has told Lawler that he's not getting out of here without a title defense. Evidently, Dundee cleared that quickly there with John Brazil at ringside, and we've got a bout underway. Jerry Lawler, so surprised, he even tackles the referee by mistake. And Bill Superstar Dundee is in the driver's seat. Isn't this something? And Bill Dundee is really on fire. He's cleaning house here. And Jerry Lawler, who evidently thought he was going to get out of this easy, nearly just won the title right there, and he's still not through, wasting no time. Boy, no one more surprised than Lawler. And again, I go back to the Jeff Gaylord deal earlier. I don't know what was said, where he came from, but Bill Dundee is certainly taking advantage. And Jerry the King Lawler will be at a disadvantage because he certainly didn't prepare for Bill Dundee. A sleeper will be broken here since they had fallen up against the ropes. Here's another pin, 1-2, and Lawler kicks out. The bout was supposed to be with Jeff Jarrett, but Jeff Jarrett was cold-cocked outside the ring and then pile-driven. Before the bell could even sound again, it's 2 and a foot. The rope saves Dundee. Had to be carried out on a stretcher. While I was bumbling around trying to figure out what was going to happen, evidently Bill Dundee secured this opportunity with promoter and matchmaker John Brazil, who is working with the USWA staff for Max Andrews. All around on the floor now, and here's Bill Dundee leaping out on the floor from behind, driving ahead into Jerry Lawler. And Dundee is not giving Lawler an inch or a second. We're fighting here in my lap. World heavyweight title action is Bill Dundee against Jerry the King Lawler, and a surprise especially for Lawler. Now wait a minute. Right here in the middle of all this Bill Dundee momentum, Jerry Lawler's reaching in his britches, and Dundee evidently saw him and has leaped out and is on the floor. Lawler hit him, I can't tell if he's got something in his hand or not. Jerry the King Lawler out on the floor has nailed Bill Dundee. I don't know if it's with a hand, a fist, or what. Dundee charges across, but Lawler raises a foot, and Lawler continues. Bill Dundee in trouble as Tony Falk reminds both men about the count. Here's Lawler again. Dundee crawling back in the ring. I hope Lawler doesn't have something in his hand again. What a mess. I guess it doesn't matter who you fight, Bill Dundee, Jeff Jarrett, or Mark Lawrence, as long as you've got a little something to help you out. One. And Lawler cannot use the rope. The referee sees that. Dundee also in the rope, and the hole will be broken. Dundee came within a fraction of a second of winning this title unexpectedly just a few minutes ago. Lawler again screening out cameras and referees with the bodies. And Bill Dundee all of a sudden acting like he is having to fight more than just a wrestler. Quick jab to the face. Boy, they hit each other at the same time. A simultaneous blow. One from each man. Tony Falk with a count here to see who gets up. Bill Dundee up first. He picks Lawler up. Going to pick him up for a body slam. He's got him over the rope instead. Drops him down into that rope. And Bill Dundee, the man from the land down under who already wrestled, has come back and is giving Jerry Lawler his money worth. That had not been for what may be a foreign object, the bout may already be over. Continues another foot in the rope. Remember, it was supposed to be Jeff Jarrett until the dirty work occurred with the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord. And the question remains in my mind, is Gaylord out for his own gain or what? Dundee all over Lawler in the corner. And the fans chanting along with each drive from Bill Dundee. Dundee really getting with it. Lawler in terrible trouble, hanging backwards in the corner, Buckley. And I understand from our director video, Bob, that we are running dangerously low in television time. Lower than we are normally even allowed to go. As Dundee gets thrown out across the ring. I've been told we'll keep it here as long as we can, even forego the close of the program. And if by chance we don't get to see all of this, we'll bring you the rest next week. But we're going to stay here hoping to see a conclusion. Low blow by Lawler. Dundee in bad shape now. Lawler maintaining his innocence when questioned by the referee. And we're running very low on TV time, only into a few seconds. You watched the bout. Let me mention a couple of things. Don't forget the return of flamboyant Erich next week here with USWA. We'll bring you the conclusion of this bout if we don't get to see it all as well. Kerry Von Erich against Billy Joe Travis and much more. A shirt or something. It was Dundee's own shirt, which should have been carried to the back, has just been choked around the face of Dundee as Lawler tried to suffocate him, hanging over the ringside table. World heavyweight title excitement continuing. And we've got a mess on our hands. Here's Lawler grabbing the chair that I was sitting in and driving Dundee's head into that folding chair. Jerry the King Lawler Moves around, almost got distracted by the crowd, but gets back up into the ring, and now he's up on the apron, leaping down and attacking Dundee from behind. Bill Dundee, who had momentum and almost won on 3 very close calls earlier in this bout, is in real trouble with Jerry the King Lawler now, as the champion tries to prevail and now makes fun of Dundee, mocking him, playing to the crowd. Lawler with a quick jab. Lawler continuing to make fun of his challenger. The surprise challenger after the attack to Jeff Jarrett. But Dundee just knocked Lawler off his feet. Dundee getting it cranked up again. Dundee drives Lawler into the corner, and it's Dundee going to work. Dundee giving us all of his 200 pounds. Quick jab to the midsection by Jerry Lawler, though, with a clean hand.